Hi, welcome. So we've looked at merge, we've looked at a couple of interesting things in pandas, and in this video we are going to go ahead and look at group by. So it will help you a lot if you're doing exploratory data analysis, as you would see, and this is something that with practice group by is really very effective. There are pivot, there are other things that could do almost the same thing that group by does, so you might just need to find the one that is comfortable for you. But then let's look at group by and see some of the things that it can do for your data. So here we have this folder, and then I'm going to launch Jupyter Notebook in this folder as I've been doing in the previous videos. You're also going to have a link to get this data set, and I'll share that in the description of this video. So let's just copy this address again, then we go through Anaconda prompt. So we are just going to go to Anaconda prompt, and then there we are going to say cd current directory space control V, then we press enter. So we are now inside this folder, and then now we are just going to run our Jupyter Notebook from here so that everything is saved inside this folder. So when we run our Jupyter Notebook, it's going to open up, and we are going to see this visitors per shop file here, which we are going to open up in this video. So let's just go ahead now and create a new workbook here. So we've created a new notebook here, and then now we can just give it a name. Let's just give it a name like group by still. So I'm just going to press M for markdown. You can choose it here. It's the same thing, M here. So I'm just going to give it a title like group by, and then now I'm just going to press enter. So if you don't have pandas installed, you have to do a pip install pandas, but then I already have it installed. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to import pandas as pd, and then I run it. Now pandas is imported, it's activated, so we can use it. So I can say my data frame is pd dot, and then I'll just do read here. So let's read that data and see what it contains. Read CSV. It's a CSV file, and you ensure you put the name of the file here. So it's supposed to be here. So it's supposed to be visitors per shop. So we need to make sure we type that here. So visitors underscore, oh no, here has to be visitors underscore per underscore shop dot CSV. I have to be sure that that is it. So then we call that. So this is what we have here. We have this database with you have shop 1, shop 2, shop 3, the different dates, and then you have the number of visitors that visited those shops on those days, and then the units also that were sold on those days, and the weather. So you can just do this to do some analysis here. So but then I'm going to introduce you to group by so that you see how group by helps to get some insight. So we are going to say df.groupby. So you just add the method group by after the data frame, and then we say we want it to group by the column shop, for example. So let me call the G, and you see, so you get this object here, pandas core group by. You get this object. So you can't see anything yet, you get this object, but then this object is very powerful and interesting, and you can use it to do so many things, which you'll see even in subsequent videos. So let's just run a for loop on it. So for shop, comma, data in G, for example, for loop. We've looked at for loop before. So print now your shop, and then let's just have it here like that. Then we now call the actual shop here. Next thing, now we go on and print a new line. So the new line is the /n. So here you're going to have a \n, and then also now you go down here, and then you print, say, the data. Now let's just call it the data. So we give it a name so that we are able to distinguish it, and then we get the actual data behind it. So when we run this, you see what we get. Interesting group by. So we are able to group this shop 1. This is all its data here. shop 2, this is all his data here, and then shop 3, this is all his data here. So that's one interesting thing you can do with group by. There are so many things. As you use it, the more you use it, the more you're going to discover so many things with it. So you can also do a get group here. So we can just get the group. So if I do that shop 1 and I run it, I get the group shop 1 out of that data set, so I can be able to play with it or store it like another data frame and then be able to play with it as I want. So could also have something like g.max. Let me call the method here, g.max, and then you get this here shop 1. You see this here 36 here, this is the max here. So you get shop 2, shop 3, and you could also get a g.min. So here you get the min for shop 1's visitors, shop 2's visitors min, shop 3 visitors min. Just using this group by, you could get the minimum, g.minimum. It gives you the minimum visitors, the minimum sold, the minimum weather. Here for is alphabetical, so for this, and then you can even get a g.describe. Lots of interesting things that I said the group by can do for you. So it's, if you have it in your toolkit, it's very interesting. So it gives you the descriptive statistics of each of them, the shop, the visitors, this is the mean, this is the standard deviation, this is the minimum, the unit sold, this is the number, this is the mean, this is the standard deviation, this is the minimum, this is the maximum. You get a whole descriptive statistics of that. And then something also interesting that you might want to know from this is the g.size. So it counts. Shop 1, there are 4 items. Shop 2, there are 4. Shop 3, there are 4. So you're able to know the number, and you can even use a count, g.count. Then now you have a table where it counts everything for you, given there are 4. So if you had missing values here, you would see clearly that you have missing values there. So interesting things too, you could do a g.plot, and then you get something like this. So it's a very interesting method. It has lots of things that it can do for your data. So you might just need to practice with it, and with exploratory data analysis that we'll use a lot of the group by, and you're going to see lots of interesting things that group by can do. So I hope you've been able to see how you can use group by to do some exploratory data analysis in your data, and see you next video. Wish you good data luck.